Hello, hello! As you can see, I've been doing some more base building since my last video. Let's get in there. I've also been doing a little bit of experimenting. Square brackets, I've found out, actually help speed up your character and slow them down. I ended up building a small hangar bay with my fallen over speeder bike. Got these working on a door hinge, and of course nice. Using decals. Where is it? Yeah, these ones. Quad decals, just to build them up. I'll demonstrate those a bit later. I decided to expand on where the elevator arrives at the bottom. Increase speed again. Oh, this may be too fast. I've also been playing around with how monitors can be used. These are quite good because, whoops, sorry. If I click on that, it shows that it's connected all the way to the top to the slide, the rail thing. Might as well get that coming back down. Nice how it shows the animation. Right, click away. Right, I'll show you what I was going to try and do. I started to just play. I had an idea. I thought, well, can we have these here are the two blocks which help define what the vehicle's going to do when you control it via a control stick. So again, there's sort of speeder bike type things, ground-based things, and spaceships. So we've got here the things which are used, the hover pods. I can't remember the name of anything. They're used for the hover side of things, and when you click on them with the, what's it called again? The link tool, links everything together. It'll actually show you the downward thrust, I've forgotten. I think that color arrow is either gravities or the mass pushing down, and that is overall pushing up the center of balance. No, that's the center of balance. Of course, then that's linked in with that. Of course, that control, if I click on it, is linked to the hovercraft thing, and that is linked to the spaceship. If I'm going to do more of these videos, I should really learn the name of things. And so we've got general thrusters. They're used in both the hover and spaceship mode. These ones are just giant big thrusters. They allow you to do the light speed stuff, or light cruise. Now if I sit down here, of course it says there activate spaceship, so I can fly around and do as needed. Ugh. Now, I had thought about trying. See, now it's going to collapse. Ugh. Right, if I then get out, go to there, go to the other seat, I'm now in hovercraft mode. My flying table. Oops. And exit. Exit. There we go. And I can sit there. Oop. Seems when you get out of your seat, it resets your speed down. So a couple of presses on the square bracket key. Now, as I was saying at the beginning, I started to expand this platform, which that connects to, with first of all a small service hangar, and then I thought, well, I'll just build something bigger. So we've got here, oops, slow myself down, a reactor and a shield generator. Now, one of the things I was finding the other day, let's see, get some small blocks. There we go. Oh, they're already on my hotbar. If I spread those out, push R, and that fixes it to you can see it changes between left and right, or horizontal, vertical. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, you can see what the arrows are doing. I can stretch it upwards. Pushing R allows you to switch between different axes. I can't see that very well, so let's change the colour, turn the light on. Now, is it on my hotbar? No. Right. Screen, speedometer, no. Small monitor wedged, right. Drag that across. I think we should have used a bigger monitor. Right. Turn that off. Now if I then drag, sorry, other way, click and drag, that'll come up and it'll give me the status of the shield system. So if you're building a larger ship or even just have a shielded base like both of these are, you at least during an attack be able to see what's going on. There's also, briefly saw a moment ago, that will actually tell you where the rail is currently at. So if I send it back up again, you'll see it changing 2%, 3%, and a little progress bar. So that's quite neat. It'd be nice if you could change the names of things, but lots going on with this at the moment since it's early access. So that is what's been becoming of that. So what I'm going to do now is just carry on building my base just a little bit more. I'm still got very much Minecraft influence in my building style. It's just blocks, and of course I was never really too amazing of that, just casual. But yeah, so I'll build this up a bit more. So bring the, yeah, you just aim with the gun and play around now. See, this is where whichever surface you put it on will be classed as the X and the Y. So if you then push R, it swaps to the Z to do it. So right click gets rid of them. So at least this one I can go to there, press R, link it, and then I can oh, okay, it did something. Right, seems it'll only go upwards if I'm actually on another block. So if I click and build up like that, do it again, then it will do, because it's the mouse cursor is actually striking something. Oh. Wow, there we go. So you can fairly quickly build things up. Probably where I find out that my microphone's not working. Go right, and then switching to the larger blocks. This is where you can switch, pushing R or rotate it around, and it usually fixes on the surface. And the trick is finding out how you arranged it before. Will this work? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Go that way. Why is it? Okay. A little bit of practice. And then things speed up. Now how did I do this one? Well, you can just about get a hint about the shape. Yeah, you can just about see the white line of that solid shape highlight. Now, there we go. Fill those in. Yeah. Don't know what I'm doing over here. I do have pictures on another monitor of mine with Greek Pantheon, so with that sitting there, if I actually show how to start a fresh base, that might actually make this video slightly useful. Right, that is a starter block. As per the different guides on Steam for this game, and probably Discord as well, if you aim at the ground with it, it'll start a base. If you're up in the air, it'll do a spaceship or hovercraft thing. But I'm going to build a Pantheon up here, just a small ancient Greek thingy structure. So the hot weather we're having at the minute, the fans on my laptop are going to die, but you know, see how long this will last. Now this is probably not the best way of doing this, so I'm just going to splat these down. Try and create a level surface. Fill in the gaps in a bit. Light on. Just try to catch all the little areas. Can I go down? No, it won't let me go down. It'll only let me go up. Great. Okay. It's just the aesthetic of it. I just don't like to leave gaps. It doesn't seem to be like an X-ray mode, so I can see through the terrain and build through it. Although it would be nice when we can manipulate the terrain. That'll be good. Right. Get that there. I can push. Oh, I should be able to extend. Yay! Oh, that's nice. It might be a bit of a big Pantheon, Greek structure. Now with this block, once you get close, move that away, you can actually use it to spawn in stuff. I'm trying to sort of figure out how, but when you've been working on a structure, if you bring up tab to bring up the block window, you should have an extra shape there which will represent what you're building, and it's here you'll be able to click on it. Oh, what do I call it? Just Pantheon. Theon. Yep, Pantheon of Yetulus. Yetulus. There we go. The god of not wanting to eat stuff. And of course, you get a quick access to repairing or unspawning, which won't be useful to me at the moment because I haven't exported it. I don't know whether once you click export, the model gets updated each time you make a change, or whether you've actually got to click on it each time you've made changes, and then making sure the name. It's for some reason goes black when if you go back into it. Oh, it still is. Yeah, there's at some point it actually does highlight in white. I know it says there the name, but you get all the stats, which is useful for spaceships. But I suppose bases are good as well. You can look at what your hit points are. Right, enough chatting. Let's get back to building. Put that in. Once you've established the block system down, you can actually get rid of that starter block. Now, what can I use to make the pillars? I can build up the sides afterwards, so let's just use this as a build area. Pillars, there's some nice big pipes. We'll see how they look. Yeah, let's just do the basic structure. There we go. How big are these? Okay, can I drag them out? It's going to be Cyber Pantheon, isn't it? Let's do some experiments in a minute. Right. The good thing about doing stretch blocks like this is you can just right click on and destroy them and start again. Right. Keep things even. Wrong. No? Oh, that was right. Oh, breaking my own design already. That needs to be taller. Well, let's have a little experiment. How far in? So, switch to that. And switch to tiny blocks. Can I? Of course, this might be the long-winded version of making pillars, but it might end up looking a bit better. So again, any blocks which have got S, any blocks with a small little s means they will be part of the small grid rather than the large grid. I think I was reading in on GitHub for this the the notes were saying that you've got the pluses represent the range for a large block, with the dots representing where the small blocks can go. So it's quite useful. Now, with those in place, can I... Oh, there we go. Kind of works. What would happen if I need to sit down with a piece of paper and just work out what the angles are. Oh, no, wrong. Ah! Thought I did that side. Alright. I mean, it's more chunky. The other one's more rounder. Now, if I go down to ground level, does that... It all needs to go a bit taller, really. I'm going to be lazy for now and use the pipes. Don't want to drag this out too long, do I? Tall. But maybe it's too tall now. It'll be fine. Gives it a little bit extra. Oh wow, I got it to the right height. You know what I should be doing? I should be mirroring this. You've got the mirror tool, which is situated in tools, symmetry tool. Now you should be able to. There we go. I want to see that. I was pushing R to change the symmetry, so I can click there. Oh no, I've done it wrong. Right, is there a center? That must be the center, surely. So if I go 2 across there, 3, that's 4 up actually. Yeah. This is going to be wrong. Crap. Let's not do those just yet. Right. It'll complain that it can't do the symmetry because I've already got them the other side. But it'll make life a bit easier, maybe. Lots and lots of error messages. Actually, if I could push M and I just switch it off and it won't bother complaining. Now, the pictures I've got up on my screen, they kind of go across. Now, I might not have built far enough across. Yeah, this is... Oops. Yeah, you can connect to the side of them, which is neat. Maybe I should have... yeah. Let's just pretend for now that it's nice. And I'll fix it later. Whoops. Come on. It'll only stretch for a certain distance and then stops. Go to there. I can expand on this, delete it later on. It's just a bit of fun at the moment. Not the best use of blocks. Yeah. I'm really just doing Minecraft at the moment, aren't I? I know I've not done it even, but it might as well. Oh, I'm trying not to let my OCD fight me on this. There we go, right. Oh. Make it even. I think once I've done recording, I'll probably edit this and just make it even. Always feel under pressure when you're recording something. It's got to get everything just right. It's like, nah. Right. This to the middle, up, no, R. So useful. What do they look like? A bit higher. Yeah. So now that there, I can just go like that. And I think a lot of these go there. Oh god. Cancel. Right. This could prove interesting. I know being a spaceship game, I'm building the least spaceshipy thing, but it depends on your sci-fi aesthetic. If you want to do, what was it, like an Appleseed, they went very Greek god Pantheon with their building style to a certain extent. Now, why has that gone red? Oh, that's to signify. Oh, there I am, turning off the mirror, and I'm doing mirror-related things. I'm not using it. Come on. Have we done the right height? Yeah. Right, okay, let's turn the mirror on. Should be useful. Now, is this going to let me... Oh, it did. Come back. There we go. Right. You're not going to go downwards, are you? Right, to there, to there. I need to do... Ah, okay, let's just do this instead. Right, to the middle, to there, over there. Yeah, that's much better. Helps if I use the system as it's intended. Right, let's make things a little bit more Pantheon-esque. Turn the torch off. And thank goodness I've got mirror on, because that would be a pain in the ass. Right, I've got to try and minimize camera movement of that. Sorry about that. Let's try and just do sweeps. This can, I suppose, be the one of the slow points if you're working on anything is painting it. Now I should really use a different colour, but my colour blindness is a bit difficult to work with, really. And it's nice that it actually says what the colour is, but that's what I'd like to choose for the stone, because it kind of looks like that on the photos I've got up on my other screen. Ooh, browns and tans. That's tan. Is tan? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, well, let's do the rest in that colour. Just fly around. No, I don't like it. Yeah. This might not be everyone's cup of tea for watching a video of just someone building poorly a Greek Pantheon. Turn the light on again. Oh, that it looks Pantheon-esque, maybe slightly. But yeah, looking at how long I've been recording this, I've gone over quite a bit. So I'll leave it at there. And yeah, I'll work on this a bit more, try and look a bit more pretty. And yeah, see you next time.